The oil is on track to recovery after the recent turmoil. Oil prices have slightly stabilized in the morning trade, with Brent crude gaining more than 3%. In the course of the day, oil quotes are expected to settle above $32 per barrel. Currently, the ruble is facing a moderately positive background. The overall strengthening of the emerging market currencies may benefit the ruble. International benchmark Brent oil advanced to $30.91 per barrel in the early session. American crude was steadily rising as well, moving up by 4% at one point. WTI is currently trading at $30.11. It seems that some traders were eager to buy cheap commodity assets. Besides, some countries, including the United States, said that they were planning to purchase crude oil to stock up their strategic reserves while the prices are low. This factor may serve as a short-term support for the oil market. However, the energy demand is likely to plunge as soon as the crude storage are full, thus dragging down the oil prices. Markets still hope that a possible OPEC Plus deal and additional output cuts may help to prop up the prices. Meanwhile, the market sentiment remains low amid negative fundamental background. Risk assets are wound down by the rapid spread of the coronavirus pandemic. More and more countries are imposing travel restrictions in an attempt to combat the outbreak, while most airlines have suspended their operation. Besides, some analysts believe that the U.S. economy might be at risk of a recession. U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed that this scenario is possible. The price war between Russia and Saudi Arabia makes the situation in the market even worse. Commodity and emerging market currencies are trading mixed in today's session, but they tend to gain ground amid rising oil prices. The ruble's dynamic is determined by the sentiment of the global markets, which are now recovering after yesterday's rapid plunge. The ruble eased against the US dollar by 2.8% on Monday. On Tuesday, it attempted to edge higher out, failed to hold in the positive territory. In the mid-session, the dollar-ruble pair was trading at 74.45. In the current situation, the ruble may only benefit from the tax period in Russia. In addition, the foreign exchange interventions introduced by the Bank of Russia may help support the national currency. Market participants will shortly focus on the central bank's policy meeting. Elvira Nabiullina is expected to hold an unplanned press conference right after the meeting. On foreign exchange, the US dollar is advancing by 0.3% against the euro and by 2/3 against the yen. The strengthening dollar may indicate that markets are returning back to normal. This may bring the dollar-ruble pair down to the mark of 74. However, the US dollar is still highly volatile. If the sentiment deteriorates, the pair will probably again hit the level of 75. You were watching Forex Market News on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichin. I wish you profitable deals.